So, what happens when something dies and comes back to life? It becomes a zombie. What if a shark died and came back to life? Zombie shark. That's right. Zombie shark. It's original. You got me there. Zombies.
The plot of Zombie Shark is really boring. It's like, have you seen any generic shark movie? Then you probably know the story of Zombie Shark. It's about this group of teenagers who go out to some island in the middle of nowhere basically to have a nice getaway. Well, a secret military shark escapes, and when it kills something, it causes them to come back, so a zombie. It's not only extremely generic for a shark movie, it's extremely generic for a zombie movie now. It has two generic traits to it. I'm sorry, but this story just went like nowhere. The entire movie was just didn't go anywhere, and I was really not impressed in the slightest. It was pretty lame, boring, and unoriginal, and it was just all around bad. It like wasn't only generic, but it was bad and generic, so it gets two big thumbs down for me. Like, it wasn't even like the good kind of campy. It was just shit. And I was really hoping they would go somewhere with this, somewhere interesting, or just somewhere at this point. I mean, zombies being made from a fucking shark? That sounds like it goes somewhere. But no, that's not the case at all in this movie. It goes nowhere. It doesn't do anything interesting or anything out of the ordinary. And I was just falling asleep to it, which is really disappointing because I like zombies and obviously I love sharks. In terms of time on screen for the sharks and the other sharks in this movie, it's just not very good. It's not exactly like absolutely horrible, but it's not much better. It could be a bit worse, but it could be so much better. It's like in it a little bit at the beginning, pretty much not at all in the middle, and a decent amount at the end. It has major pacing issues throughout it, and I frequently was like, where is the shark? I was just not impressed, and it left me hungry for more shark. Like, a lot more shark. Like, where the hell was the shark in this movie? I'm starving, and they gave me fucking breadsticks or whatever. I wanted the damn meal. No, it wasn't good. The shark kills in this movie, so like when the shark actually shows up, are just so lame. Like, I couldn't think of a single original one. They were all just generally boring and stock. It's like, have you seen any of the kills in Jaws? Then you've probably seen like all the damn kills in this movie. I don't think there was a single original kill in the entire movie. Maybe the shark jumping up, but that was it. Like, everything was just as lame as it gets. That's another thumbs down from me. It's like, come on. The CGI was just atrocious in this movie. Like, it was just terrible. It wasn't even like so bad it's good. It just looked terrible. It looked horrible for when it came out. I was shocked to find out it didn't come out in like 2010. It looked like total crap. It looked fake as hell and was like, really? The sharks, just look at them. I can't even like describe it. They just look like shit. The zombies or whatever, like, they were just bad. This is just some of the worst looking zombies I've ever seen. This makes Z Nation look like fucking Avatar in terms of special effects and CGI, because this is just bad. The Walking Dead puts this to shame. I just can't even believe. I'm just out of words, really. It just looks like shit. And there are a few times that sharks die in this movie, and these just look laughably bad. This brings me to the acting. The acting in this movie was surprisingly not as bad as the rest of the movie. Don't get me wrong, it was bad, but it wasn't so bad that it was like unredeemable. It was almost like they tried. I wouldn't say there was anyone who was particularly just horrible, but there is a few people who I was like, you know, they weren't that bad. Like, they almost tried to do something. I've seen so much worse in these shark movies, so maybe I'm impressed with just any effort at this point. I'm not really sure. Like, it's not good, or even decent, but it was okay at best. There was like something put in for the acting. At least the females were attractive. I'd say it was probably the best part of the movie. Usually the acting is the worst in these movies, so that probably says a lot. So yeah, overall this movie just isn't that great. Zombie Sharks is a great idea, it's a great name for a movie, but this movie does absolutely nothing with it. It has beyond generic lame kills, a bad storyline, and a shark that looks like it's from 2009. The movie is pretty much unredeemably bad. It's not in like my top 5 worst shark movies I've ever seen, but it's not much better than that. It really just offers nothing, and I can't see why anyone would want to watch the movie. Sharkaholics probably won't like it, since the shark isn't really in any of it. There is like one little exotic scene here or there for the shark, but it's just shit. I mean, the movie sucks. It's a piece of shit. I mean, it shouldn't be resurrected when it gets killed. It should just be left for dead. Put it out of its misery. It's pretty obvious what I'm gonna give the movie on the shark scale, it gets a 1 out of 5. It's shark shit and is no better than that. It doesn't deserve to come back to life. It's a bad zombie movie, it's a bad shark movie, it's a bad movie all around. What a waste of time. So hopefully the next review I look at, guys, won't be a waste of time. So I'll see you on the next shark review. Have a nice day, everyone.